Howdy, partners. Welcome to PADCorp country. We want to tell you a little about partnerships. Why don't you come on in, have a seat in the barn, and we'll tell you all about it.
Good evening. On behalf of all Ohioans, I want to thank PADCorp for all you are doing to revitalize neighborhoods and communities in Portage County. You provided affordable housing to many hundreds of families and senior citizens by working creatively with both public and private partners. You're helping revitalize downtowns, clean up the environment, and improve vital community facilities. Finally, you're creating new jobs and attracting state and federal dollars into Portage County. Congratulations on 16 years of service to Northeast Ohio, and best wishes as you continue your tradition of public service to people in need.
You know, the governor, I think, has it right. The state has been good to Portage County and its neighborhoods. Senator Harrington and Representative Benjamin, I think, have a couple thoughts on that.
Hi, this is State Senator Lee Harrington, and I'm very pleased to be here today talking about the good work of the Portage Area Development Corporation. Since 1985, its work clearly has been shown in this county to be very, very evident. For instance, in the Roberto home in Ravenna, where there are 16 elderly family units of shared living, and their lease purchase program, where they take dilapidated homes and revitalize them and enter into agreements with people who will now have better housing. And hopefully under this lease purchase, they will be able to purchase their homes. In fact, over 50 people now own their homes in fee simple because of this program. The PADCorp Corporation has been involved in various revitalization of communities. Ravenna and Garrettsville, for instance, and working in the facade improvements and their bondings that the bonds rather that they've issued have gone for sewer and water and sidewalks and community improvements. They have a total of $12 million in loan funds, $4 million of which goes into business community revitalization. There is no question that the Portage Area Development Corporation has been a wonderful citizen within my Senate district, and I am very proud to know that they're here and watch the good work that they've done.
Hi, I'm State Representative Ann Woolmer Benjamin. I represent most of Portage County in the Ohio House of Representatives. And I am here to speak about what wonderful things PADCorp has done for the Portage County community. In government, we sort of have a variety of jobs, but certainly one of the most important jobs we have is to preserve our communities and enhance them wherever possible. I try to do that in the state legislature, and PADCorp has done that in Portage County. They have worked very hard within our communities to enhance them, improve them, rehabilitate them, and make them vibrant. Also in the legislature, certainly something that we try to do is bring back state money to our local communities. Once again, I've tried very hard to do that for Portage County. And in turn, PADCorp has brought money into the community. In fact, as much as $80 million have been invested in Portage County because of PADCorp and its very intense efforts to develop partnerships, private-public partnerships that encourage people and encourage state government as well as federal government to help improve the Portage County community. PADCorp has worked hard in its effort to make Portage County a better place to live, and I commend them for their hard work and for their dedication.
Oh, and most honorable cowboys, with it's time for dinner. You'll come with me for fried rice and a pizza, okay? Hopsing said thank you.
Very good. You know, at PADCorp, we take partnerships pretty seriously. Recent events in America have also been very serious. We'd like one of our partners, Congressman Sherrod Brown, to share a few thoughts with you on that.
Hi, I'm Congressman Sherrod Brown. Although I couldn't be with you this evening for your annual meeting, it's a pleasure to be able to welcome you and to congratulate the Portage Area Development Corporation on the good work that all of you do to provide affordable, accessible housing to the residents of Portage County. 1 month ago today, perhaps the biggest tragedy in American history befell us with the terrorist actions against New York City and Washington, D.C. During this period, we have seen some of the greatest acts of heroism and courage from the firefighters and the rescue workers to so many that volunteered and gave blood and gave money, to the people on the plane that went down in Pittsburgh that may have saved the lives of many others to avert the plane crashing into the city of Washington. That kind of courage and those acts were really an inspiration to all of us and have brought us together as a people, and I think made us grow as a people. But what's important especially is that we continue on in our daily lives and do the kinds of work in the community that we all do. And that's where you, as people active and involved with the Portage Area Development Corporation, come in. I applaud the work you've done. I'm happy that we were able to provide from the federal government $37,000 to renovate and make more livable 2 homes in Portage County. I look forward to continuing to do that work with you, and I think it's an honor for me to get the chance to say a few words to you and for all of us to continue to work for better housing and more affordable housing for everyone in this country.
You know, at PADCorp, we're fortunate to have 2 congressional representatives who are incredibly supportful of our efforts. We'd like to ask Congressman Tom Sawyer for a few thoughts as well.
With enthusiasm comes results. That's what the Portage Area Development Corporation mission statement says, and the PADCorp record over the last 16 years is filled with both enthusiasm from capable leadership and from staff, and they've gotten results all across Portage County. PADCorp's work focuses on 9 important target areas within the county. This work is the result of an impressive array of partnerships, some with the federal government, and some with national organizations. Working with the Treasury Department, Housing and Urban Development, and Agriculture, PADCorp brings together significant federal support. In fact, I just received notification from the Agriculture Department that PADCorp will receive nearly $40,000 to continue its housing rehabilitation work for low-income families. PADCorp is just one of 76 community development corporations under the Rural Local Initiatives Support Corporations. It has been a real innovator in housing ownership right here in Portage County. On this project and so many others, PADCorp breathes real life into a wide range of federal priorities. It's worked to build better communities from Black Horse to Brady Lake, from Maple Grove to Skeel-McElreath. Its work touches mothers and children, families, their homes, their neighborhoods, and in fact, entire communities. PADCorp has been doing so much good for so long, it's hard to imagine what the county would look like without them today. Join me, please, in congratulating them on their years of real service and lasting results, and celebrating a future that has as much promise as their past proves.
How come you guys stand around? We have dinner now. I tell you before we have dinner. You're making me so sick.
Hi, my name is Gigi Zingery. I've lived here since May '72, and as the years have gone by, there's things, you know, in the upkeep of your home I haven't been able to do. I saw an article in the paper about PADCorp and calling to see if you qualified to have upgrading done on your home, which I did, and I'm just so glad I was able to participate and be a part of this program. I think they do a wonderful job, and the people that they hire to come in, the workers, absolutely the greatest. Clean up after themselves, courteous. You couldn't ask for a better organization to help you. And I'm really, really glad I've been able to be a participant in this program.
Oh, Mr. Bill, Happy Singer will save you. I forgot to load it. Oh!
Boy, that's smarts. Well, tell you what, anybody want some coffee?
Oh, yeah. To the brim, please.
To the brim, to the brim, to the brim. Well, while we're drinking some coffee, Hal Keller from Ohio Capital Corporation and Carol Mount Peterson from the Federal Home Loan Savings Bank is going to talk a little bit about financial partners.
My name is Hal Keller. I'm president of the Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing. Ohio Capital Corporation is a nonprofit financial intermediary that raises capital for organizations like Portage Area Development Corporation. Our partnerships have included Portage Woods, 2 developments totaling 120 units in Portage Woods, a Kent Elderly Project, scattered site development of single-family homes around Kent and Windham, and an array of other types of services and projects. We enjoy working with PADCorp because the stable staff, the organization that's truly representative of the community, and its longstanding ties. All told, I think that we would have invested through our equity funds in excess of $10 million with the Portage Area Development Corporation. Our investors include organizations like Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Bank One, National City, Key Corp, Park National Bank, First Star, Fifth Third, Second National Bank of Warren, and an array of other local financial institutions throughout the state. As you can tell, these corporations, these banks, as well as Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing, have confidence in Portage Area Development Corporation. Portage Area Development Corporation also plays a variety of roles in putting these deals together. Not only do they represent the nonprofit developer and sponsor, but they are also the property manager in many of these endeavors, and they provide supportive services and bring other very valuable assets to the table. For more words about Ohio Capital Corporation's partnership with Portage Area Development Corporation, I'd like to introduce the chair of our board of directors of the Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing, Carol Mount Peterson.
Hello, I'm Carol Peterson, Director of Housing and Community Investment at the Federal Home Loan Bank of Cincinnati, and I'd like to congratulate PADCorp at the conclusion of another successful year in neighborhood revitalization. Neighborhood revitalization takes place in a variety of ways, but one of the most successful that I have observed is when it's done through a public-private partnership. And successful public-private partnerships have some common elements. And in my experience, those elements are a community-based organization that has the capacity to deliver. But above and beyond that, there's a committed unit of government. There are sometimes national intermediaries, such as the Federal Home Loan Bank, who bring their resources, like the Affordable Housing Program, to play in a local project. And then, of course, there's that critical linchpin, the local financial institution. In accomplishing neighborhood revitalization, PADCorp has partnered with some major financial institutions. And PADCorp has done an excellent job of pulling this all together. Always, of course, relying on their relationships with the financial institutions. Some of their recent efforts have moved them into homeownership and into daycare, a critically needed component. In these latest efforts, PADCorp is looking to their financial institution partners to bring both short-term and long-term lending to finance these new endeavors. PADCorp is particularly effective in delivering projects within their local community.
Okay. Now you guys, I tell you 17 times, you come at dinner now. I call you. Don't make me spank your fannies.
Okay, Hopsing, we'll be there in a minute. Before we move on to dinner, Mayor Paul Jones wants to share with us the partnership that PADCorp and Ravenna has, and that'll be followed by Mayor Jim Moore talking about our partnership in Windham.
Well, we're very proud of the city of Ravenna and the progress that the city of Ravenna has made. We're very proud of the valuable partnership that PADCorp has joined with the city. Back in the 1980s, when I was in office, we were able to recharge the idea of a community development corporation in Ravenna, and that has now grown into a multi-county enterprise involving all of Portage County and beyond. And we're very proud of the jobs that have been created by PADCorp, the help to business, and also the help to people to afford housing. Many people in the city of Ravenna have enjoyed a higher standard of living as a result of the jobs that have been created by PADCorp. Many businesses have been helped. We've been able to help with the historic preservation of the downtown, and there's nothing better than seeing a family's face the first time that they walk into a house, perhaps for the first time, and be able to call that their home because they can afford housing. So this has been a very valuable partnership between the City of Ravenna and PADCOR. A good example of the downtown business preservation was when the Riddle Block had a devastating fire, and a team was created with the city, the Department of Development on the state level, PADCOR on the county level, and the Ohio Historic Preservation Office on the state level. And together, we saved that historic landmark from that devastating fire, and we built it back again to keep it viable for the downtown. Together, we have created jobs with PADCOR, and together we have improved neighborhoods tremendously because of increased housing and the renovation of housing that would have otherwise been a tax loss to the city. And so as we face the future, we're very much interested in our continuing partnership with PADCOR and the ability to continue to provide jobs, affordable housing, and business development. And we're proud to have that partnership for the future as we strive together to make Ravenna a better place in which to live.
PADCORP has helped to get government grants, state and federal grants, to help renovate these buildings. In 1954, when the Seltzer brothers, Philnet Corporation out of Philadelphia, purchased these buildings, all of these buildings are in here, there are about 1,000 units, 175 buildings. They had them from 1954 until about 1980, when we established the housing code. At that time, they were forced to, through our new housing code that was assisted by PADCORP in developing that housing code, and there's many private owners that have purchased these buildings over the years since the mid to late through the 90s have purchased these buildings, including PADCORP, who probably owns more buildings in here than most private owners. And due to the help of PADCORP of getting state grants and federal grants, there's been a renovation of these buildings. Deteriorated from on the outside, the inside, and there's been complete renovation, providing safe and sanitary housing for residents in our village. Many buildings have been torn down since we started this in the mid-'80s, and vastly improved our village. Also, with the help of PADCORP, we have over here the new daycare center, which in fact just opened this month with the assistance of PADCORP, the Portage County Commissioners, and the state. We were able to get this facility built in the village of Windham. It's a very nice child care facility. It provides a facility for the working parents in our village who live anywhere in the village to work and have a safe place for their children to be. And we're very proud to have this new facility in our village.
Hi, I'm Randy Hunt, State Director of USDA Rural Development. One of the things that we find is really important in terms of implementing our programs at the local level is partnerships, and building those partnerships not only at the local level but also with the not-for-profit organizations and communities. Today we're at the Windham Daycare Center, which is a result of a partnership between USDA Rural Development, PADCOR, and Young Children Enterprises. It's going to create a wonderful opportunity and asset for the folks at Windham, and we're proud to be a part of it.
PADCORP purchased this property, tore down the buildings with the help of the village, working together as a partnership, and now we have 3 beautiful new homes in this area for people to live in single-family homes. It's a big revitalization of our community.
My name is Kelly Heddick, and I'm a rural development specialist with USDA Rural Development. I'm here today to actually talk about our single-family housing programs and how we work in a partnership with Portage Area Development Corporation. We are a direct lender of the U.S. government. However, we always partner with as many different entities as possible, both private financial institutions and also other government entities. PADCORP is a nonprofit agency in which we have provided a home buyer education type assistance or a technical assistance grant. They use that money in order to take people from the private sector that are applicants for low and very low income loans through our program help them get through their issues with credit, also income, and just different qualifications that they need to buy a home. The end result is a property like you see behind me.
It's the village's intention to continue the partnership with PADCorp, and we certainly hope that it's PADCorp's intention to continue the partnership until PADCorp works its way out of the job.
Pretty good.
What is it? I make dinner for you. You don't pay me. You make your own dinner. I quit.
Well, well, while the Caterpillar's finishing up, now that we're done with business, we want to thank you for coming to PADCorp country, and we hope to see you again. Happy trails.
Happy trails.
Happy trails.
Happy trails.
Happy trails.
Happy trails. Happy trails. Happy trails.
We'll see y'all.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares?